Wild 'N Out is a very interesting show. The games, the bands, literally every activity done on the show is so much fun. Most times, these fun activities are carried out by regulars on the show. However, celebrities aren't left out of all this excitement. Bigshots grace the show with their presence from time to time, and we've made a list of some of them. Welcome to our channel. In today's video, we'll be talking about the biggest celebrity guest to ever come on Wild 'N Out. First up, we'll talk about Zendaya. The first big shot celebrity on our list is the one and only Zendaya. We all know Zendaya is a multi-talented powerhouse. She can sing, dance, rap, and is a phenomenal actress. She visited the Wild 'N Out show a few years back when she was just 18, and even then her charm was undeniable. She was made team captain for the Platinum team, and the only thing more charming than her presence was the way her teammates protected her. Thanks to her and their team effort, the Platinum team won every game they played against the Gold team. However, their performance in a game called Talking Spit is one of the highlights of that episode. In this game, the team captains fill their mouths with water, and members of both teams take turns trying to make them laugh until they spit the water out. Each time the captains spit their water out, whoever made them do it scores a point for their team, and the team with the highest points win. Zendaya's teammates were willing to go above and beyond to prevent anyone from making their captain lose. For example, when Matt, a member of Nick's team, tucked her chin in the hopes of making her laugh, the Platinum team spoke for their captain.
Spit that water out so I can get your number, please. I didn't touch her.
Carlos, a member of the Platinum team, even went crazy and came at Matt.
She's too young. She's 18. He's 19. So, he got acne and his fingernails dirty.
It was a very satisfying moment to watch Matt get burned for coming at Zendaya like that. Another one of Zendaya's teammates, DuBois, even went shirtless to get Nick Cannon to lose.
Hey yo Nick, I've been working out since last season. Can you tell I lost weight or no? What about now?
Of course, it worked like a charm and the Platinum team won the comedy championship belt. It was definitely one of the most interesting Wild 'N Out moments. Next up, we have Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart is one of the most known people in show business. Some might know him from blockbuster movies such as Think Like a Man, The Upside, or Fatherhood. However, long before he became an actor, Kevin Hart was a highly successful stand-up comedian. It doesn't take much to see that he's a very funny man. So imagine how much fun it'll be when a funny man comes on one of the funniest shows on TV.
Pull him back.
Kevin Hart, a very good friend of Nick Cannon's, has appeared on Wild 'N Out a couple of times, and each time everyone ends up having a good laugh. Over the years, we've seen moments where he and Nick throw hilarious shade at each other, when Kevin roasts a random cast member, or when he just throws tantrums. The point is, there have been a lot of hilarious Kevin Hart moments on the show. For example, there was a time when Kevin refused to come on because Nick did not introduce him properly.
Y'all make some noise for little Kevin Hart!
Kevin didn't seem to care much about the cheering from the audience after that introduction, and he refused to come out.
I'm not coming out! Kevin, I'm not coming out till you introduce me right!
It wasn't until Nick gave him a completely different and flattering prologue that Kevin came on stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the most successful comedian since Eddie Murphy.
The sarcasm on Nick's face and the broad smile on Kevin's face afterward make that one of the funniest Kevin Hart moments on the show. Other hilarious moments include roasting Nick by making comments about his ex-wife, Mariah Carey.
So are you good with the ladies?
Am I good with the ladies? Am I good with the ladies? Why don't you just ask Mariah?
Or when he told Nick Cannon during a team game that he was better than his own teammates.
And just put K Hart on the back like the rest of these people. I'm better than them, okay? I'm sorry.
From the sound of oohs that filled the room, it was obvious that nobody saw that coming. There have been many other moments highlighted by Kevin's sarcastic laughs and roasting somebody who roasts him for his height. The way he blends right in with the Wild 'N Out cast makes it easy to forget sometimes that he's Kevin Hart. Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal, popularly known as Shaq, is one of the greatest basketball players ever. Apart from his great success in sports, Shaq has also had a successful career as a DJ, rapper, and actor, and was a one-time Wild 'N Out guest. We all know Shaq has a charming personality, and his presence on the show proved that tremendously. He charmed the audience with his legendary comebacks during a game of Wild Style. It's common knowledge that roasts fly about during this game. However, everyone seemed impressed by how Shaq held his own. Nick, the captain of the opposing team, roasted him by calling him a jolly gay giant who lies about being interested in women.
Claim you like chicks, man, dog, you lying. Everybody give it up for the jolly gay giant.
The former basketball player clapped back, saying Nick wasn't the only one making Mariah Carey hit them high notes.
Jolly Gay, I like that quote. You wasn't the only one making Mariah hit them high notes.
This comeback will definitely go down in Ballin' Out history. The look on Nick's face as well as the audience's reaction was pure shock. And even Nick acknowledged that the game was over at that point. However, Mariah did not find that joke very funny. Nick Cannon later confessed that Mariah was unhappy after watching that episode, and she demanded an apology from Shaq. Shaq did apologize, but the deed had been done.
Miss Mariah, I apologize. These is only jokes, Miss Mariah.
You never really know what your opponent is capable of, and the fact that Shaq was just a visitor did not restrain him from being hard on the host. Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey's stardom cannot be denied. She's one of the biggest celebrities in the music industry, whom many other incredible artists have called their inspiration. Her highly successful career is highlighted by many awards and unbroken records, making her one of the biggest celebrities ever and very qualified to be on the list. As you may already know, Mariah was married to Nick Cannon for about 8 years until their divorce was finalized in 2016. In 2013, however, Mariah came on the show as an unexpected guest during a game called Let Me Holla. In this game, each team member is expected to use a funny pickup line on one of the Wild 'N Out cast members. If the pickup line is funny, you get a point, but if it's not, you lose the game. During this game, many sexual comments are made between the cast members, so it's not exactly a game you'd want your wife to catch you playing. However, Nick Cannon almost got in trouble when his then wife walked in on him playing the game. When it was his turn to make advances to a random cast member, Nick started the conversation with,
"What's happening, baby girl?"
and Mariah Carey walked in. The audience went crazy, and it's difficult to determine whether they were amused by the amount of trouble Nick was about to get into or the fact that the Queen Mariah Carey had just walked in. The look on Nick's face was priceless, and it even got more interesting when Mariah threatened to shut the show down.
Shut all this down.
At that point, the game was over, and Nick asked that they go on a commercial break.
We'll be right back with more.
He probably had to resolve things with his wife immediately. Of course, it was a joke, but we can all agree that Mariah knows how to make herself unforgettable, making it a memorable moment in Wild 'N Out history. The Olympic medalist. We all know that being an Olympic medalist is a very big deal, and such a person is a celebrity in their own right. So, in addition to the list of Big Shot Wild 'N Out guests, we'll be talking about Laurie Hernandez, the Olympic medalist who came onto the show. She was a phenomenal gymnast in her prime, and she has not one but 2 Olympic medals to prove this. Hernandez has always been known for her skill as a gymnast and a dancer, but she displayed other talents on the show. At the age of 17, Nick Cannon invited her to be a guest on his show, and she blew everyone away with her previously unknown rapping skills. Not only was she skilled, but she also managed to be funny, making her win several games on the show.
Thanks.
First was a game called Boot Up. During the game, the contestants are expected to go up into the crowd while singing a song about not being lonely anymore. When the singing stops, one of the participants will say something funny about their partner, but it has to be said in a rap. If it's funny, the cast member gets a point, but if it isn't, it gets a buzzer. And the team with the most points wins the game. To everyone's surprise, Hernandez was able to secure the victory for her team, thanks to her rhymes.
So this my man Mike, he likes heavy metal, but he got real jealous when I won my medal.
Her joke about leaving her man because she's richer was quite impressive.
He makes me laugh. He is real funny, but I think I'm gonna leave him because I make more money.
Ooh, lonely no.
But her next roast was directed at Nick Cannon himself, who had nothing but praise for her talent.
Come on, Nick. You're tired and old, and unlike your chains, mine are real gold.
That and her many other roasts were the reasons she won the Comedy Championship belt, another contribution to her tall stack of awards.
Thanks.
Snoop Dogg. Next on our list is Snoop D-O-G-G. We all know Snoop is one of the greatest rap legends of all time, and he showed us just what that means in the show. But the fact that he did so at Nick Cannon's expense made his presence even more exciting. As always, the guest celebrity Snoop was captain of the Platinum team, while Nick Cannon led the Gold team. They played a lot of games, however the one that stood out the most was when Nick and Snoop went head to head in a game called Wild Style. Nick Cannon started by roasting Snoop for his shoes, saying they were ugly ass church shoes.
Big Snoop Dogg, straight rapping the blues, but how you gon' crip walk with them ugly ass church shoes?
Well, the shoes weren't exactly the prettiest and everyone could see that, but Nick's victory smile only lasted until Snoop retorted. He said many brutal things, but the highlight was that Snoop is a much better rapper than Nick. He said he wouldn't get into how much of a whack rapper Nick is because his whole day would be ruined if he did.
That was fresh and all, but let me tell you something about Big Snoop Dogg. I can look so fresh and so clean and so sack, but let me tell you about your rap is straight whack.
He also said that he and Nick weren't in the same league and it didn't matter what his opinions of him were. Basically, he belittled Nick so much that it was painful to watch. Despite his harshness, it felt like Snoop was going easy on Nick. There were a whole lot of impolite comebacks he could have used against Nick, but he didn't. It's safe to say that Snoop is one of the very few guests who has shown that kind of restraint.
You can't get it and you don't do it. I'm supposed to do 2 bars, but I'm about to ruin your day. Wildin' out the platinum crew, we came to get you and you too.
Thanks for watching the video. Hit us up in the comment section and give us a thumbs up if you liked the video. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content.